Hey everybody, my name is Zach, aka SPAC Zach here, and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now the purpose of my channel is to try and uncover, shed light, and present all the SPACs that are out there because there are so many, it's hard to keep up with. So that's my goal here, is to try and document and really present all these different plays, because I definitely think there's a couple home runs that we could get into. And I really just want to bring these to light to help friends and family. Now, please note that I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own due diligence before purchasing any of these stocks. This is for entertainment purposes only. And then if any of you guys are new investors or looking for a new broker, whatever it might be, something with extended trading hours, pre and post market, feel free to check out the link in my description to my Webull. They're offering 2 free stocks if you deposit $100, worth up to $1,850. So definitely check that out. Also, if you don't know, I'm a licensed health and life insurance agent as well. I have a CleverRX prescription card linked down in the description as well. So feel free to check that out if you're looking for savings on your prescription, whether you have insurance or not. In today's episode, we're going to be covering ticker HEC, that's Hudson Executive Investment Corp., who will be merging with Talkspace. Okay, so let's find out what exactly Talkspace is. So Talkspace makes therapy available and affordable for all. Their overall mission is to provide more people with convenient access to licensed therapists who can help those in need live a happier and healthier life. Now, they're not trying to replace in-office therapy. Many people do prefer that, which is fine with them, obviously. But they created Talkspace so more people could benefit from therapy and overcome their day-to-day challenges in a stigma-free environment. And now with Talkspace, you can send a therapist text messages, audio messages, as well as picture and video messages in a private text-based chat room. Talkspace stands out because of the affordability as well as convenience it provides people. Now, they offer several different types of therapies. They offer online therapy, psychiatry, couples therapy, as well as teen therapy. Now, to just go over a couple benefits of Talkspace and what they have to offer. So they do offer 24/7 access, where clients can reach out whenever they need to. They really eliminate the commute time and scheduling hassles that you got to deal with typical therapists. They offer flexible plans to meet your needs and lifestyle. They also offer you the ability to seamlessly switch therapists at no extra cost, and they allow you to save money while also receiving high quality care. Okay, and just to go over how Talkspace works. So first you're given a brief assessment where you answer a few questions about your preferences. Then you get to pick your therapist, and finally you start your therapy. Okay, so let's take a quick look at the management team backing Talkspace. So we got founder Oren Frank. He's a co-founder along with his brother Ronnie Frank. But Oren himself, he is the CEO of the company. Then we got Mark Hirschhorn, who actually previously was a CFO as well as COO of Teladoc Health. If you're familiar with Teladoc, they're a very big player in the industry. But Mark Hirschhorn, he's currently president, COO, as well as CFO of Talkspace. And then looking at the HEC side, the Hudson Executive, you got Doug Braunstein, who's chairman and president. Now, he's the former CFO and vice chairman of JP Morgan. Biggest bank out there, basically. Then you got Doug Bergeron, who's CEO. He's a technology investor and former CEO of Verifone. All right, so let's take a look at some key highlights of Talkspace. So their tech-enabled solution to tremendous unmet medical needs with huge total addressable market that was accelerated by COVID-19. They have a platform designed to optimize outcomes for patients and clinicians. Its ideal modality for behavioral health makes a more affordable and more timely access. The scalable technology stack driven by unmatched behavioral data sets. They offer purpose-driven management teams with proven public telehealth track records. They offer best-in-class business-to-consumer capabilities and brand awareness, and sizable business-to-business pipeline of incremental recurring revenues. and they offer a highly attractive valuation growth profile and unit economics. All right, so let's take a look at the compelling differentiation offered by Talkspace. So if you look down at the compounded annual growth rate for their revenue, between 2019 and 2023, they're estimating about 65.3% compounded annual growth rate. Compare that to 48% for Teladoc and 30% for Amwell. Now, they also offer business to consumer and business to business behavioral capabilities, and they also offer physician continuity. Now, Talkspace believes that behavioral health is a vital service with an enormous total addressable market. So, over 70 million Americans suffer from mental illness, spread across all ethnic, socioeconomic, and age ranges. Now, 17 million US adults have had at least one major depressive episode in the last year alone. 30% increase in annual US suicide rates since 2001. Now, there's a $4.6 billion spent annually in the US on unnecessary emergency room visits due to mental illness. Now, $192 billion of annual lost wages and lost productivity in US is a result of mental illness. So, Talkspace is a leading virtual behavioral health platform. Now, taking a look at their estimated 2021 financial snapshot, they're estimating about $125 million in net revenue, approximately 69% in year-over-year revenue growth, so that's very good to see, and then a roughly 60% gross margin rate, which is very good. Now, they also offer robust technology platforms. They got a highly rated app, a leading management team, large optimized clinician networks, unique business to consumer capabilities, as well as a robust and rapidly expanding business to business presence. Talkspace, they believe that virtual therapy is ideal for the unmet needs in behavioral care. So Talkspace offers multiple ways to access care, whether it be through a video call, text message, phone call. There are many other ways that you can talk to a physician. They offer on-demand access aligns issue and solutions, affordable pricing models, matching algorithm and access to clinical networks, and then 80% return for a second visit. So they got a really high retention rate, which is awesome to see. And then they also have AI and machine learning driven platforms. So they're always going to be constantly evolving to get better. So Talkspace, they offer unmatched presence and quality. They offer access to over 2,600 providers across all 50 US states. They offer experience with 100% of their providers have at least a master's degree. And on average, their providers have about 8 years of experience. Now, they offer a diverse system of employees, 85% being female. They offer 21 clinical specialties. 33% of their workforce include people of color, and then 37% of their workforce is made up of people under the age of 35. And here's a little more in-depth look at the process that you go through with Talkspace. So they offer screening, intake, next you're matched, then you undergo your treatments, and then you get your outcome trends and engagement patterns. Then you're discharged with clinical progress trackers and data-driven discharge results. And then they also offer maintenance with personal digital care tools. All right, so let's take a look at this little graphic here showing the clinical case study of Talkspace's treatment efficacy. You can see here that 68% of Talkspace's patients improved or were remitted. So Talkspace is the strongest brand in digital behavioral health. They have highly influential spokespeople like 23-time gold medalist Michael Phelps, who I'm sure most of you are aware of the fact that he battled through a lot of depression post-Olympics. Trying to adapt back to normal life is very tough for him. And then you also got Demi Lovato, who also battled with depression, drug addiction. And then if you look over here at this little graph, you can see just how big that gap is between Talkspace and its next leading competitor, Doctor on Demand. It's almost double that. So Talkspace has multiple levers for continued rapid growth. They're continuing to expand their user base and increase engagement. They plan to expand partnerships. They really want to expand internationally as well. And they also plan to expand through mergers and acquisitions. Talkspace, they have a clear global expansion opportunity here. You can see in this graphic here that they have over a $205 billion global behavioral health total addressable market that they can tap into. Now, the rationale behind this is the fact that they have a highly exportable platform. It's super easy to connect with somebody, overseas. So you can be here in America and talk to somebody over in Europe, and it's super easy, way more cost effective. That's why I really do like this company. Talkspace, they have optimally positioned for mergers and acquisitions. You can see here that different types of companies they're looking to acquire would be wellness and coaching platforms, chronically managed care platforms, virtual therapy and psychiatry adjacencies, as well as face-to-face therapy and psychiatry platforms. Now, taking a look at the net revenue from 2017 to 2020, you can see that it had a compounded annual growth rate of roughly 60%. And now taking a look at the gross profit margins, you can see from 2017 to 2020, they're having an estimated 78% compounded annual growth rate. So that's awesome to see in a company like this. Okay, so taking a look at Talkspace's profit and loss snapshot. Now we're going to look at the forecast here for the next couple of years. Now taking a look at the net revenue, you can see that between 2021 and 2023, it's going to over double from 125 million to about 285 million. Mind you, these are just estimates now. And now taking a look down at the gross profit margins, you can see here that we're going to over double from 2021 to 2023 as well, from 80 million to 176 million. And it's going to keep a fairly consistent profit margin percentage, right around 62 to 64%. Looking at the one-day chart, you can see that we were down almost 1% on Friday. However, we did make that up and some after hours, currently sitting at $11.91. Now, that's an attractive price due to the fact that we're so close to the IPO price of $10. Taking a look at the 3-month chart, you can see we've been on a fairly positive uptrend here. However, we did take a little dip. I do believe that is because of the whole GameStop fiasco with Robinhood. So I definitely think that's the reason why we saw that dip. However, we have recovered since then. Now, this company has a fairly low float, so that means that this stock does not have a lot of outstanding shares available to public investors. It's mostly held by institutions. So that basically means if this gets a lot of hype from retail investors, this stock could shoot up pretty quickly. It's in a great sector. Mental health is very important, and coronavirus has just pretty much expanded the need for mental health hotlines like this. So moving forward, I think this is a great pick. And in terms of a price prediction, I could easily see this 4 or 5xing by the end of this year. Always remember that this is not financial advice, so please do your own due diligence on this company before investing. Thanks for watching my episode today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please consider liking, subscribing, commenting, as well as sharing this post. And make sure to ring that bell. That way you never miss an episode. And if you missed any of my previous videos, make sure to go over to my channel and check out all the other companies that I've covered.